20 minutes to the hour of 7 o'clock in Trinidad and Tobago. Now we know San Fernando is a city of the people, and the launch of Sando's City Month is the perfect start to showcasing just that. This morning we have with us His Worship Alderman Junior Regrello, the Mayor of San Fernando, and David Rudder, an honorary San Fernandian. And they are no strangers, of course, to the hearts of the Trinbagonian people. Good morning, Your Worship. Good morning, Mr. Rudder, and welcome to the show.
Great to be here.
It's wonderful to have you with us this morning because, I mean, this is going to be great.
Something to look forward to.
It is something to look forward to.
And we are expecting Port of Spain to come up to San Fernando.
Yes, right, not go down, huh?
No, we don't go down.
It's time to go up past the lighthouse, Trinidad and Tobago. So, Alderman, how is the city feeling right now?
It's excited about this event. Actually, our theme for this year's festival is called Let the Celebration Begin.
Yeah.
And we are starting a new better than King David Rudder,
of course,
the honorary San Fernandian. So we're kicking off the engagement and the excitement with our first performance on Saturday the 5th of November, and it's at supper, and the show starts at 8:30 p.m. and it will be a packed evening of vintage calypso and some modern stuff, and we're going to be excited. I don't want to talk too much, but it'll be exciting.
I know.
It's going to be special.
You don't want to give too much away. Tell us, how are you feeling about this? How are you feeling about this upcoming concert?
Well, I'm always looking forward to being on stage in the first place. That's what my life is, you know. So it's like I live on the stage, so it's like going home.
Nice.
You know, and the fact that I'm being given the honorary citizenship of San Fernando adds some extra thing, you know. I came back home.
Yes, for sure.
Because I did a concert a few years ago, and this is like the repeat of that, you know.
And also people say, so Mayor, when you bringing back David?
I mean,
that's it, when David coming back. So this is the most fitting time, and this is my last hurrah as Mayor of San Fernando. So I'm moving out to the end of this term, so I think we're going to do it special.
Oh my goodness, well, it's really going to be special now to hear that. You know, if it's one thing you know about being from San Fernando, having that energy, everybody's ready to have a good time. So this is really going to be a massive event. And there are so many festivities planned for the month of San Fernando. How has that been going?
It is a packed month of activity. You know, we're covering all the different activities. We have, for instance, well, the Juve is big. The Juve is on the 19th. We have already 14 bands registered. On the 12th, we have Pan on the Coffee. So we have the San Fernando bands will be standing on Coffee Street. That starts on the 12th of November from 9 to 1 a.m. So the Juve is on the 19th, and that starts at 4 a.m. and it starts on Coffee Street as well. And then coming down and you go onto Superior Street, ending at Skinner Park, we complete the activity at 9 a.m. And there is also the military parade. We are also supporting Terry Lyons concert on the 20th of November. This at the Naparima Bowl. And we have an art exhibition going on. We have a tourism guide that is being prepared. And we also unveiling the Gazmo collection in San Fernando at the C3 Mall. There's so many things, there's a lot. I don't want to crowd it too much. We're taking it event by event. So we're focusing on the 5th. But we're presenting David.
Right, so let's go back to that because there is so much that is taking place. And I love the fact that a lot of things are taking place on the weekends as well. So everybody has the option to attend. You can't say, well, nah, I have to go to work. You have the option to go out there and enjoy it.
We just came out of a pandemic and the energy is bursting and we really want to let loose. So I'm expecting good support from the San Fernandians. We've been asking about this. And we have nobody better than David to start this program.
Exactly. So let the celebrations begin is the theme. And you are also sharing the stage with some incredible artists as well. So what are you looking forward to the most about that and this, well,
communion with the people.
Home?
I always look forward to the communion with the people. You know? Once we look into each other, I could fly if things are going good, you know. I also know when I could sense when this might be a better song to go with, you know. So I have that kind of connection. So I think people remember that, and you know, we look forward to doing the same thing every year, every time we meet.
Every time we meet.
Yeah.
Agreed. I feel like, though, to be honest, now I could be a bit biased, but with San Fernando, you feel like you're going to have the same experience, but every single time something just happens to make you one up and say, you know what, I'm going back again, and we're going to do it bigger.
You know what, too? San Fernando is central to Point Fortin in the south, Rio Claro and Mayaro in the east, and as far north as Chaguanas. So we congregate into San Fernando, and with the presence of both Naprima Wood and Sapa, it really has enhanced and in a century enriched, the community coming there. So we have this package there. It's a nice balanced package in terms of the quality of the presentation. So you have somebody like Raymond Edwards coming inside of there, adding a different genre of music, as opposed to the restriction that we'll have with the calypso and the soca. So it's a nice mix, a nice blend. So we're really catering for a balanced audience as opposed to the energetic, you know what I'm talking about.
Yes, of
that
course.
Is there too, that is there. But you balance it off, and then they will bring that sobriety to it.
Oh, yeah.
The substance, in our conversation a while ago, we were talking about the art form and where it is today.
Yeah.
The depth of the art form, where you could sit at a show and have your intellect provoked
Exactly.
by the lyrics and the content of the calypso, and that seems to be feeding somewhat. So we have a mix. If you want the energy is going to be there, but if you want the thought-provoking ideas, you're going to get us on the stage as well.
And that's what we need, I think, as well, especially at a time like this for San Fernando. We're witnessing another revolution in San Fernando right now. We're seeing the development of the waterfront, seeing so many beautiful things happening.
San Fernando is the place to be now.
It is the place to be.
Cost of development is amazing. Skinner Park is coming.
Yep.
Right? The face like in Skinner Park. The waterfront is developing. There's so many things happening with San Fernando. I wish I was 17 years.
Can you imagine?
Be part of that energy and the opportunities that is happening there at the time. I really envy the youths because they're going to benefit from what's happening in San Fernando now. I want to thank the government for that.
Yeah, for sure. And also, as you mentioned, the youth, this is important. The youth come out to this event happening on Saturday the 5th as well, because as you mentioned, the substance that you bring to a stage, we don't necessarily see in the same framework these days in our music. So giving the necessary commentary and also guiding the youth. How do you feel about that?
Well, the thing about it is that I've always recognized doing my concerts, I would see people bringing their children to these shows. And then now, in these times, these young people who come into the shows are the people who say, we used to be at the show, my parents used to bring us to the show when we were, we were 5, 6 years old and so on. So, you're attracting a whole new generation of people coming, which is good. If my old self could still have that kind of energy to bring young people out, well, I'm doing something right.
Well, you are definitely doing something right.
And also, too, I think David and like Leroy Callis, the Black Stallion, would have influenced so many young calypsonians. Yeah. You have the Aaron Duncans coming up now. I saw where there's a collaboration between him and Dr. Singer Francisco. Recently, I was at an event that they had, I think, at WAC radio station, and I saw some 9 and 10-year-old out there singing big songs, and we are capturing them there, but there's after 16 and 17 we tend to lose them, so we need to get them to hold on to the art form in a very serious way, because sometimes it reflects the calypso really is the voice of the people. And the voice of the people, it cannot be one-dimensional. It covers all the different phases of activities. The politics, for instance. In years gone by, you look forward to the calypso 10th in January, February, because all the critical issues will come out. Things that you want that happen during the year. That seems to be fading. So let's hope that we could get that back, bring that back into the fray, that we could understand the role you have to play.
It would be great that we could, and I think it is something that will eventually happen, because we see young people taking such an interest now. When you look at social media platforms, it's not necessarily just the selfies and the TikTok videos. The youth have something to say, and they're using it. So once we can integrate the calypso with that platform.
And the politicians listen to the calypso.
Exactly. And so true. Now, as we're talking about the youth, I know for the City Month also, you do have some events for the school children as well. So they're definitely a part of it.
There is an interesting art exhibition that speaks to mental awareness and coming out of COVID as well. And we have paintings by some 12 and 13-year-old and reflecting on their experience during the COVID. And it's on display at the City Hall. It's on right now.
Yeah, so that nobody is left behind. And that's also, I have to say again, you'll know I'm going to be biased, but this is the beauty of San Fernando as well. It's a big family. It's still, you know, it takes a village. It's something we grew up with, and it's something that we see still permeating through regardless of what happens. So do you have any final thoughts for us this morning, Mr. Rudder?
Just invite the people to come out and let's have a great time.
Definitely.
As usual.
Have a good time. And do you have any final thoughts for us, Alderman Regalo?
Well, I just want to hold this up. I don't know if you're getting it.
What's on the screen?
There we go. It's on the screen now.
Good, right? So all the information is there. Tickets, where you can get tickets is at City Hall, any member of the council, or the box office on Friday and Saturday, or at WAC radio station. Any part of San Fernando, you can check the mail and get a ticket for the show. This is the place to be.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Let the celebration begin.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Rudder. Thank you so much, Your Worship. Trinidad and Tobago, San Fernando City Month is happening. What are you doing? You need to be there. This is the Now Morning Show. Stay tuned. There's more coming up in a bit.